What's going on, everyone? It's time to talk about a modern slasher film from 2012 called Silent Night. This is sort of a loose remake of Silent Night, Deadly Night, but very different. Yeah. It was released December 4th, 2012, directed by Stephen C. Miller, who also did like more action movies nowadays, like Escape Plan 2, Hades, Marauders, First Kill, Line of Duty. This had a box office earnings. It was a colossal flop, but of this film, it only made like just over $114,000 at the box office. I think it only had a limited run though. But yeah. So what's Silent Night? Well, there's a story. The story goes that there's the small towns had got a guy whose wife found out his wife was cheating on him and stuff, having an affair, and he got really mad, so he went and killed them, and went on a rampage after one of them. After one of them runs away, and goes and hunts them down with a flamethrower and kills them. Now, being a couple years later, there is yeah, so the you follow the lead one of the sheriffs in there in the town, and yeah, she is the daughter who witnesses like something bad happen to her father getting killed by the Santa Claus, the killer Santa Claus guy. And yeah, he's traumatized by that, or like her grandfather did or something. Yeah, anyways, and yeah, so she's very traumatized by all this stuff, and she just lost her husband to some like cancer or something, and so she's very emotionally like broken down. And yeah, she originally has Christmas Eve off, but then she gets called into work where this deranged killer Santa is back killing people in this town, picking them off one by one. And there's no clear motive or anything, and it's up to her and the head sheriff, played by Mr. McDowell, guy, the guy who hunted down uh, Michael Myers in all the Halloween movies, plays the lead character, or the lead sheriff in the film. And yeah, so basically they start cracking down on this severe serial killer. And boy, does this killer Santa know how to kill. This is a brutally violent movie. Um, yeah, there's tons of. He walks around with an axe and chops people's heads in half. He stabs kids. He kills them off, and he just goes on a killing rampage and just destroys it. Puts one girl through like one of those tree shredder things. Yeah, puts them. Yeah, on a mulcher sort of thing. Yeah, puts a girl through that, and then oh, it just goes nuts. And then uses a flamethrower and stuff like that, and just goes on a crazy killing spree. It's not very well explained. There's some random points shoehorned in there to make it somewhat similar to Silent Night, Deadly Night. Like there's a random old guy saying that there's a killer Santa back in the day who's acting all deranged, but he's supposed to be in a coma, and no one believes the kid and the young teen that sees it. And then also the killer Santa impales a girl on antlers. So those are pretty much the only two homages to Silent Night, I guess you could say, that sort of link it to be like a loose remake, I guess. But the rest of it's just brutal killing and stuff. There's no real story to this movie. It's just a lot of evil looking Santa dude in a weird, creepy Santa mask killing people. And yeah, and it's pretty simple, basically, how you do it. They give you what you're looking for, though. When you think of slashers, especially modern ones, you want bloody, gory deaths, uh, someone to follow, and yeah, and a good, interesting slaughter fest, basically. And that's what they give you in this, and it's no different. It's set around the Christmas season. Also, it's not easy to pick up the Santa because there's a Santa festival going on, and it's just like just sheer chaos and stuff. The acting's hit and miss for half of them. Half of them do a really good job. Half of them aren't. The girl who gets killed in the beginning, the little 12-year-old chick, she can't act to save a life. And yeah, the mom was okay. She looked cute, but she was okay. And the ending was very predictable. And some of the camera lighting angles are weird in this, and just like the way it was shot, most of it was shot pretty well though. Just like near the ending scene and stuff like that. They had a red filter, which some people say you can't see, and I think it was okay, but they could have did something a little different, like you said, using red constantly. But yeah, the final showdown was a little lackluster too. They could have added a lot more to that. But overall, I was expecting a violent modern slasher film, and that's what I got. So this is a good popcorn flick type of film if you're into that stuff. If you like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2003 remake or Hills Have Eyes and stuff, you'll like this one. No doubt. But yeah, if you're not into this type of stuff, you probably won't like it. So but for me, it's a middle of the road film. Like, there's no real story or anything like that. It's basically a modern slasher. Slashers don't really have stories, so yeah. I'm gonna give Silent Night a 3 out of 5. It was fun. It's gory in that. Just no real characters or anything like that. Just enough so you have someone to follow through the story. And being violent. And this is the second violent killing Santa movie I watched in like 2 or 3 days. So it was pretty interesting to check out. So yeah, at least it was like another good time watching it. 2 good movies I've watched recently. Well, 3 or 4 if you include Black Friday. Yeah. Yeah, so at least I'm finding some really good ones this time. So, but if this sounds like something you're interested in, I'll link a website down below where you can watch the whole movie for free on there. And if you want to check it out, that'll be linked down below. And also make sure you check out my Instagram. It's linked down below. That's where I always post clips of films I'm going to review in the future on my story. There's the film title, a hashtag, and subject of a film and a hashtag, so you're aware of it. And also make sure you check out my Letterbox at Derek P Reviews. That's where I post my first star rating after watching the films. So follow me on those 2 platforms. Stay in loop with this channel. Like this video, share it to more people, wherever. Comment your opinions of the film down below. And if you want me to do the rest of the Silent Night, Deadly Night films, I think I only have 4 and 5 to do. And then I've done them all. So comment those down below if you want me to finish it off anytime soon, and I will. But if you have any other films or film franchise in any genre that you want to hear my opinions on in the future, comment those down below too. I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can, and if I can find them. And also, make sure you subscribe. Hopefully find something weird, obscure, and odd that you probably never thought of checking out together. Sort of like this. And also, so you hear my opinions on popular films, classic films, and reviews on other things. And don't forget to subscribe because, well, I think we're going to take a break from the Christmas stuff. I think I'm going to check out Troll next. I want the new one on Netflix. So tune in for that for the next one. And yeah, but for now, watch out for all those psychotic people dressing up as Santa this Christmas. They might go on a killing spree and kill everyone. But yeah, who are addicted to bloodbaths and stuff. And I guess I'll see you all in the next review. So until then, cheers.